guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be back again today with another wonderful video. If you're new to this channel, my name is Blessing, and you can call me Counselor B, Woman on Fire, or Blessing Inspires. And on this channel we talk about love, health, lifestyle, faith. I bring you documentaries about places and people, and we are here to have fun as well. Okay, so I'm so excited, guys, to be back today. Now, if you've already seen on the video description, we've got a wonderful and important topic to deal with today. But before we go into that, I'd just like to tell you about our new feature on this channel, which is coming up soon, Counselor B Spotlight. Yay! I am so excited because this is going to be amazing. So for some of you who have been following my last video, I did talk about Counselor B Spotlight. And this is going to be, a platform where I'm going to be bringing to you or introducing you to young people around the world who are doing fantastic things, who are not yet in the spotlight. And, they might have been known at some level, but I think we need to push them up. Young persons really doing amazing and fantastic things. And should I tell you that I am starting with an amazing someone? I'm not going to disclose that now because I want you all to come and see for yourself. So you guys know me, I always come with good tidings. Good tidings. So it's an amazing someone. I'm not going to disclose if it's a man, a woman, like a female or male. It's an amazing someone, but all I can tell you is I'm starting with someone from Cameroon. Charity begins at home, so I am going to be starting with an amazing someone who is from Cameroon, and that person is doing an amazing and fantastic job. So keep your eyes glued to the channel, for that will be coming to you just very soon in the weeks ahead. Okay, and that said, when I wear my glasses, I've got to say something important, so let's dive right into it. Welcome Team B, welcome again to this channel. This is explain.com. Here we explain lots of things. We're here to explain lots and lots of things. And can I just wish you all a happy love season, because we are in the month of love. There's love everywhere. Just take out time to show a bit of love to everyone around you, because the world is already too stressed at this point in time, and everyone, trust me, believe you me, everyone needs a touch of love at a time like this. So take out time to shower anyone around you with some love that you have in you. Okay, so let's go into the topic for today, which is very important. So today we are going to be talking about the health and care fast track visa. The health and care fast track visa. Some of you might have heard about this, some of you might have not, and that is why I'm here to enlighten you and to explain. Now, I'm talking about this particularly today because there are lots and lots of myths going around about this particular visa that has been introduced. I've had people come to me, with all sorts of questions. I've had people ask me to do a video and put this up on my channel, so I thought, all right, why not? This is really important. This is really good for enlightenment. This is good, so that you don't fall a victim into so many of the lies. I have heard lots of lies. I have seen lots of misinformation going around, guys. I want to beg you, if you have an opportunity to watch this today, and someone who is about to travel, come to the UK, who is following any process that is related to health to come to the UK, they need to watch this so that they don't make any mistakes at all. There's lots of wrong information going on. So first of all, guys, I think it's important for us to get to understand what the health and care visa is all about. Now, this was not the original name. This was formerly known as a tier 2 visa. So if you Google this, you're going to see lots of information come up on tier 2 visas. It was known as a tier 2 work visa, but the name has just been switched over to the health and care visa, and this is for healthcare professionals overseas wanting to travel abroad or come to the UK, to practice as healthcare professionals. And why was this introduced? To make the visa application process easier, faster, cheaper, and much more accessible, and for those applying to be able to get a decision on on their visa applications within the shortest time possible. That is why this was introduced. Now, why am I talking about this as well? I am talking about this because there have been lots and lots and lots and lots of misconceptions about this visa, what it is all about, and lots of myths, lots of false information and rumors going around. So this is really, really, really for enlightenment and for information. So the next thing is also to understand who is eligible for this visa. I think also to understand who is eligible for this visa. Now, first and foremost, it's important to know that this is for healthcare workers. I mean, the name says it all, health and care visa. So you must be a qualified healthcare professional, whether a nurse, a doctor, a qualified social care worker, but you must be qualified and you must have that capability to work and practice in the UK. Now, that is like basic requirements, there's no other story to it. Another thing is your employer must be approved by the home office. Now, these are some of the things to look out for. Who is your employer? Are they approved by the home office? Because if they are not, then you are not able to come, because the next thing you will be needing is a certificate of sponsorship. So these are your eligibility, requirements. First, you must be a healthcare worker, you must be approved, you must have the capability to work in the UK. You must be employed by, an employer who is approved by the home office. Then that employer should be able to issue you with a certificate of sponsorship that will enable you, travel to the UK. The certificate of sponsorship, there's so many things involved in it. I think I'm going to do another video separately to talk about this, but one thing you must know about the certificate of sponsorship is that it kind of replaces your need for a bank statement. But I don't want you to rely on this, because like I said, there is a lot to it. So you can get a certificate of sponsorship that would still require that you get a bank statement. That is, if your employer is saying they're not going to maintain you for the first few months in which you're in the UK, or you might get a certificate of sponsorship that says, yes, we're going to maintain you, we are accepting to take responsibility of you and even your dependents as you move to the UK. So like I said, there is a lot to that. We're not talking about that today, but that is one of your eligibility requirements. So you must be issued a certificate of sponsorship by your employer. And the next thing is you must be paid at a particular range or a particular rate. So if you are coming on an employer, your salary has to be, from a certain level, or has to be annually. It should be this particular amount for you to qualify, to be able to travel and come and practice as a health professional here in the UK. Now, those are some of the eligibility requirements. The next thing we have to understand is, okay, how does this work? How does the health and care visa work? What's the process? What can I do? Okay, now you've understood what the health and care visa is all about. You've known your eligibility requirements, what you need in order for you to be eligible to apply for this visa. So I think the next thing for us to talk about is to understand how the process works. How it works, how you can go ahead and apply for this visa. Now, one thing to take note is the fact that you can apply for the health and care visa up to 3 months before your departure date. Now, take for example, all right, your employer has given you your certificate of sponsorship, so you're quite aware of the date you have to travel. Let's say you get your certificate of sponsorship in February. That means that you can apply, and your certificate of sponsorship says, oh, you are due to travel in April. All right, that's February, March, April, or let's say March, April, May. So you can apply for your visa in February, and knowing that, all right, my travel date, or I am due to travel in May. So you can apply for this up to 3 months before your departure date. I mean, that gives you enough time to get a decision on your visa. That gives you enough time to put yourself together and to plan your entire trip. let me talk about something really important about the health and care visa, which is the idea of the fast track. Now, like I said, there's been lots of misconceptions about this health and care visa. Now, it's very true that the health and care visa has come to make the process for healthcare professionals applying much more easier and quicker, and for you to be able to get a quicker decision on your visa. Okay, so this doesn't take away the fact that you have to follow the due process. It doesn't. Like, I've had people come to me to say, oh, does this mean I don't have to, you know, ride the hours, or does this mean I don't have to do the CBT, or does this mean I don't have to do this? I just need, as a healthcare professional, as a nurse, as a doctor, as a social worker, I just need to get my documents together and go and write, or go and apply for the health and care visa. No, of course not. Absolutely not true. um and if I'm talking about ALS or CBT, if you've been following my channel, you get to understand that I've talked about the route through which, if you are an overseas nurse wanting to come and work in the UK, you can follow that process. And that's why I've mentioned these exams in particular. For doctors, and all other healthcare professionals, there are different exams and different things you can do. But the important thing here is this doesn't stop you from following the due process. I mean, how do you even get an employer if you don't follow the due process, the due registration process that is required by the UK, or the UK body, governing that particular area or field of work where you want to come and work in? How can you even get an employer when you've not passed through that governing body? You've not followed the due process, you've not done any application process, they've not been able to align you as qualified, or say, all right, we think that you're qualified to be able to do this. So there is no shortcut to it. You need to go through these procedures, you need to go through the process, you need to take your exams. You can't bypass it because they have introduced a health and care visa, which is fast track. So what's the fast track here? What's the idea of the fast track? The idea of the health and care fast track visa is that people are applying, if you are applying, you can get your decision faster, say within 3 weeks. And let me tell you something about these 3 weeks. I got my visa when I applied in 2 weeks, exactly 14 days. So others could, it can take longer. I mean, it's been taking longer for some people for different reasons. Some people have had to wait 21 days, more than 21 days, and even up to a month before they get decisions, and even more than that before they get decisions on their visas or on their visa applications. So the idea here is for it to take the shortest time possible, and the estimated time is for it to take not more than 3 weeks. So that is the target. And for everyone applying, for every healthcare professional applying to come and practice in the UK, you should be able to get that decision within 3 weeks, at least, nothing more than that. That is the target. And that doesn't mean you can't get your visa in the next day. People do premium visas and they get the decision on their visas the next day. That doesn't mean you can get a decision on your visa in 2 days time, in 1 week's time, in 2 weeks time. So that is the idea of the fast track. That is the idea of the health and care fast track visa. It doesn't mean that it doesn't abolish the process or the procedures you have to follow in order to get qualified to come and practice in the UK. It doesn't. So this is to all those who been asking questions. Do I not have to do this? Do I not have to do that? This is to all of us, and I really do hope this message goes far and wide, so that all those who are on the process, and confused and not knowing what to do, I hope that this can help you understand what the health and care fast track visa means, the idea behind it. Okay guys, after knowing that, I hope this information really helps. I'm just going to use or the opportunity to talk about these two things, or changes that were made and that have taken full-time effect, like full-time effect as far as this visa is concerned, because they are interlinked. So I thought I'll just use an opportunity, use the opportunity to talk about it in this video. First thing is the health usage. It's like some health insurance that all healthcare professionals, like if you were applying for the visa, then like the tier 2 visa, you would have to pay for that health usage, or associated with your and your dependents as well. So you have to pay for yourself, you have to pay for your dependents, and as well, some employers, or well, most employers would normally have paid this for you, their employee, while you pay this for your dependent. But now that's been scrapped off, scrapped off, and that's amazing news. So you no longer have to pay for that. You no longer have to pay for that, and a lot of people are already getting refunded. I think people will apply before March 2020. I think so. So if you applied before that time, you can always Google if you've applied for, or if you paid for this, and you're not sure if you're eligible or not to get a refund. Is what I think it's worth it to do a little bit of research, and just to understand if you are eligible. So if you are, you can get refunded. So that's been scrapped off. You no longer have to pay for that. You no longer have to pay for your dependents, which is really good, because if you're coming with your dependents, it really takes off some financial burden away from you. Now the next thing is IELTS, which is really, really critical. Like lots of people come and say, do I not need to write IELTS anymore? No, you need to write IELTS. You need to write IELTS because it is one of your requirements. I forgot to mention this. It is one of the eligibility requirements. You need to prove that you can speak and write. You're fluent in English because you're coming to work overseas. It's an English speaking country. Of course, you need to speak English to be able to practice effectively. So you need to write IELTS. The only change that has been made is before you would need to submit an academic IELTS, maybe to your registration body like the Nursing and Midwifery Council in the UK, and then to apply for a visa you needed a separate IELTS, which is called as UKV. So you needed to write like IELTS UKV on the academic IELTS. So that was like writing two separate IELTS. But before, the Nursing and Midwifery Council in the UK was accepting both IELTS. For example, if you wrote the UKV IELTS, you could use it both for your visa application and for the NMC. But over time that changed. So the NMC was not longer accepting the UKV IELTS test report, or so if you wrote that one, we're not accepting that. But now that's all completely changed, so you don't need to write two IELTS, you just need to write your academic IELTS and you're good to go. So once you've written that, you've submitted that to the Nursing and Midwifery Council, that's it. You don't need to write any other IELTS. So that's what's been scrapped off. Not that you don't need to write IELTS as a whole, but that idea of needing this UKV IELTS for a visa, and all of that, that's not longer needed. And I mean, that's good news. That's saving you some finances, and that means if you've passed, you've had the required score for the NMC, then you don't have to worry anymore about that for the visa, because you'll not even be needing it. That's where things like a fast process comes in. That's why this new visa was introduced, to make this faster, to make this visa application really much more easier, to make it quicker and to make it cheaper, and some of these things have really been taken off to put that into effect. So that is it about the health and care visa today. I thought I was going to share this with you guys, so that if you're in the process, you're about to travel to the UK, you have an idea about this, or if you are planning to, then you have the right information. So thank you all for coming on my channel today. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for giving me a listening ear, and I do hope you will be here again for more video uploads. If you have not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell such that you get informed whenever there is a new video upload. And I'm going to be seeing you in the days ahead for Counselor B's Spotlight. Thank you very much, and that's it for me today. Bye bye.